Hello, I am Change Kuruth, and this is a documentary on mental health. So stay tuned. Okay, so last year being 2021, like towards the ending of last year, I was kind of like going through like a phase in my life. Like, it felt like everything was against me. I was really, really emotionally down. Like, I was dealing with different issues, like health issues, emotional issues, school issues, like a lot of things just like compounded. Like, you know how things just like accumulate, and before you know it's like it just explodes and all of that. So basically I was dealing with that, and at that point in time all I could think of was to talk to my friend. I really needed to talk to somebody because I felt like if I didn't talk to anybody, I was just going to just sink, like I was just going to fall into depression. And luckily I have a friend whom I can confide in, but the issue was that I didn't want to talk to her on the phone. I needed to see her like in person. So like, and we weren't going to meet up until like a day or 2 days like after my current situation, like the current mood. So like I just couldn't wait for that day to like reach for us to actually talk. And finally when we met, and I poured out my heart, I cried a bit, I just like told her everything that was worrying me, and just I just confided in her. Basically I told her everything. It felt like a load had been lifted off my chest, and it felt so good. She didn't actually solve my problem actually though, but like it felt like a weight had been lifted off my chest, being able to just talk to her. Like it felt so good. I remember going back home that day and I felt relieved. I felt much more relaxed, and yeah, that was it. There's this proverb that a problem shared is a problem half solved. Like really, bah, I believe that proverb in that situation I was, because it wasn't solved. Like she didn't solve it because I was still having whatever I was having, but like it was half solved in that it was more like I deposited part of problems into her, something like that. So like I don't know if you understand, like a cup full and maybe you reduce it and it's now half. There's this space for additional content inside. Basically, that was what happened. So during that period when I was going through stuff, before I spoke to her, it kind of like messed up with my mental health. Like I felt I would say gradually going into depression. Like I wasn't just flowing well. Basically, bottom line is we are humans, and whether we like it or not, life will throw so many things at us, like so many challenges, and you cannot be an island of your own. Because if you keep on like absorbing things, and you're not speaking out, you end up reaching like your breaking limit, and it's be very bad. There's just so much that one person can accommodate or take. So talking to somebody, it doesn't necessarily have to be a therapist. It could be a friend, a sister, a brother, a loved one, someone you trust. Basically just telling them your fears, your concerns. Just sometimes you don't even really need answers to your problem. You just need a listening ear. Basically you just need somebody to just listen to you vent out, and you find out that you're okay. It's like after you have finished talking, it's like breath of fresh air, and now you can move on. I am currently volunteering with an NGO under the mental health arm, and we tend to have therapy sessions at the end of the month, whereby people just get the opportunity to talk to certified therapists, whereby they can be able to air their views and just pour out whatever it is that is bothering them. And there has been great testimonies. So this is me, encouraging one or two out there that you can't just keep on bottling stuffs up. You should talk. You should speak up. Actually, speak up to somebody. It actually really really helps with the mental health. It helps. That's all I can say. Because trust me when I say that when your mental health is disturbed, everything about you, your whole being is disturbed. You can't function normally. Like maybe if you're someone who is outgoing, you tend to end up like residing in your shell and all of that. So ensure you take care of your mental health. If you need to talk to somebody, ensure you talk to somebody. If you need to book a therapy session, you should just do that for your mental well-being, for your sanity basically, because trust me, if your mental health is damaged, you're going to run mad. I feel like one of the things that humans overlook is our mental health. Most times we're always worried about if you have typhoid, if you have fever, you have HIV. We forget about the mental health, which is like the most crucial thing about humans, because once it is like disturbed, and once it is affected, everything about us is affected. You can't function normally, like you can't.